There's Russian Steve Popovich. The homeless 57-year-old prefers his perch over the Truckee River to smoke cigarettes and listen to the third game of the World Series on the radio. He's a fan, and Kennedy was in the White House when he went to his first Giants game. But he's not that big a fan, so he says.
Yes! 3-1 good guys, or bad guys. Alright, tell me what inning it is. Gotta be about the 6th, though. Crawford in the pitcher's spot. Okay, that works. You know, I've got a rough idea of what guys are hitting and, you know, that. I figure out of a 162 game season, I heard about a chunk of 150 games maybe.
Still, it's not always idyllic evenings sitting on rocks next to the river, listening to the game on the radio. Homeless people face a variety of risks, not the least of which is other homeless people.
That's the dangers of living on the streets. Well, you hear stories about people getting rocks dropped on them. Like I said, I've heard stories about it. You know, how, for all I know, what's his Jerry up in the park could be a story, something like that. But, concentration of drunken idiots. It's the biggest, you know, and most of those people are homeless anyway, you know, but you never know what's going to set somebody off. I'm not always the charming person I pretend to be. I've been known to tell people to just take a flying fuck, excuse me, you know. Some guys are cop magnets, and some people aren't, and I'm pretty good with the cops. I don't have a hell of a lot of run-ins with them.
But even the most innocuous homeless people can have run-ins with the law.
I was on the river for the longest time. And then the sheriff's cleanup crew came through and pretty much wiped out everything I owned.
And sometimes people bring the law on themselves for small infractions, but those small infractions can add up and keep adding up.
God forbid I drink beer in their parks. Which is the biggest thing people get in trouble for in this town is, you know, either being drunk or drinking in public, you know, $175 a whack. And, you know, I keep telling people, it's like, I'm living on the streets, you know, you get in front of the judge, you say, you know, hell, I'll do the time, throw me in jail, you know. I can't pay you, $175, no, I don't want time. I don't want time to make the payment, because I'm not going to make the payment and you're going to arrest me. Everybody wants to get out right then and there and go, okay, I'll make the payments. And they never do, and that's, you know, you're right back into it.
And even with all the man-made dangers, the biggest problems can come from the weather.
Hunker down. Depends on how bad the winter is. I'll go in if it gets real ugly. But I can't deal with the people on Record Street. Hunker down. Get a tarp and a good sleeping bag and a couple of blankets, and you find a place that's pretty much out of the weather, or as much out of the weather as you can get, and you hunker down. I'll be staying later up at UNR. I could definitely live with a roof. I'd be happy as a clam.